Me so happy. I'm gonna it up on the body and don't tap it. She so slappy. She don't put me, she grab it and choke on it. I saw me no magic. When you skin it out and I say it's so stab it like you got it right, you got it right, you got it right. Love your light, love your light, love your light, light. You skin it out so me coming night right. Me dig it out and you suck me tight, tight. A girl fi know say you me I line. And anything you want to surprise. Anywhere, we go you know the vibes. That girl fi the China, she know I size. So me love you like life. So you want, so you stay. Your pussy good, so you quick fi cut with no delay. You turn me on in every way. Cocky no slow moving on your belly stay. And every time you skin it out, then girl make me dear. Just step my heart out on my chest and girl step up here. Cocky up in the pussy down with your breast for play. You must come with your pussy feel good so make it stay. Love your light, love your light, love your light, light. You skin it out so me coming night right. Me dig it out and you suck me tight, tight. A girl fi know say you me I line. And anything you want to surprise. Anywhere, we go you know the vibes. That girl for the China, she know I size. So me love you like life.
Diplomats.
Yeah, hear me?
The lips, the chat.
Cognac have to make you know, you don't know the cognac or the cognac. Yeah, get what me I say.
Such is right.
One side.
What we do it? Fuck your girl and flick your back. While hard man I roll like some diplomat. Now I got blood clot road. If you clip no pop, no shit, no chat. Man I roll like some diplomat.
One general on any pussy flip no flop. The thing no stop. Man I roll like some diplomat. Money enough, kill enough, dog got quick your chop. Man I roll like some diplomat.
Same. Stuck in the bread, watching me head.
Pop it off, and me knocking the cup and clapping the lid.
I look film, yeah, that's in my bed. Juice busting at the belly with that, cracking the egg.
And I'll take money nothing of that I'm not dread. Barney there, how it happen to Barney, happen to Fred.
Touch the road, yeah, that pass she on it. Up me your leg, gun load. I'm a roll with the army, boy, I for fled. Watch out. Running on me undefeated. None of them can back up me street, yeah.
Money enough, them can't see we bad.
Yeah, hear me, how we do it? Fuck your girl and flick your back. Boy lad, man I roll like some diplomat. Now I got blood clot road. If you clip no pop, no shit, no chat. Man I roll like some diplomat.
One general on any pussy flip no flop. The thing no stop, man I roll like some diplomat. Money enough, kill enough, dog got quick your chop. Man I roll like some diplomat.
That's one of me news, chop them off to the food stop. Roll out with all 2 black, can't catch me on no loose block.
Billions that stack while me have them yellow bruise cut. High grade me use crack, bump it off the shoe spot.
Step on a mission, I make the money with no loose track. Pull up the Nissan, the men's build it with no 2
Fire want to take the money higher than the rooftop. Higher call them niggas, fire want to see the juice up.
Yeah, me fuck them gal, catching flights.
Get on you, only get one chance, get it right.
Pop it off from my belly, make it strike.
Man up too much heavy metal, for no pussy take me life.
Shut up boss, man I dead is fight, never get his side.
Why so them the deadly type, no show like this night.
You know your face, me rest me night, them the brave, I just the hype.
Swear, up and up, the gal, them man pussy and rest me life.
Fuck your girl and flick your back. Poor lad, man I roll like some diplomat. Now I got blood clot road. If you clip no pop, no shit, no chat. Man I roll like some diplomat.
One general on any pussy flip no flop. The thing no stop, man I roll like some diplomat. Money enough, kill enough, dog and quit your chop. Man I roll like some diplomat.
All right, big up to everybody, guys. Big up to everybody joining in. Big up to everybody joining in tonight, guys. Big up everybody joining in tonight. It's a revolutionized era. How are we doing tonight? Appreciate each and every one of you guys. It's May 24th. Yes, it's May 24th. Anywhere in the world that you are, guys, big up on yourself. Happy Slip and Slide Sunday. Anywhere that you are in the world, guys, big up on yourself. How are we feeling tonight? How are we feeling today? How are we doing today, guys? It's been raining here all day. It was raining yesterday all day. It's raining today all day, but I'm not so mad at it. I'm not really mad at it because cool down the place a little bit, because for the past few days it has been hot as hell, guys. So like literally early this morning I had to like draw for my blankets. It's a good look, because I mean, like, to be like so hot and sweaty, like, it's not a good look. So I'm not mad at the rain. I'm not mad at the rain at all. I'm not mad at the rain at all. But it's a pleasure to be here tonight, guys. Big up to everybody for joining in tonight. It's really a pleasure. Big up to the chat. One Side Place, I see you. The White Taylor, I see you. Big up on yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Thank you for typing in the chat. And for those who have not typed yet, big up on yourself, guys. Make sure that we're doing the right thing on our way in. Make sure that we're liking, we're sharing, and we're subscribing to the live. Of course, guys, you know that we're here. We are here. We have some things that we're going to talk about. Special shout out to my members who are part of my membership program, guys. If you have not joined in yet on my membership program, guys, it's never too late to join in on the membership program. Don't forget to subscribe to my new channel, that's Mellz Vlogs. Let's keep the channel growing, guys. Thank you for your continuous support, guys. And if you are active on TikTok, I'm active over there too, so you guys can go over there and you can follow me at Mellz One Side Revolutionist. We can meet up over there and we can have a conversation over there and things like that. So big up on yourself, guys. It's a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to be here chilling with you guys tonight. Guys, we're still bossy. We are still bossy. We're slip and sliding all the way until summer. Summer is swiftly approaching. So it's a bossy and slip and slide Sunday, of course. So we're going to be checking into all things slip and slide and bossy in the Masicka universe. Bossy, the last time I checked on YouTube, was at 5.2 million views, right, within the month. And it's we want to be able to push it and get it all the way to 6 million views all the way, guys. So for this coming week, let's just work on that to run up the views on Bossy. And Slip and Slide, of course, making its way. It's 4.9 million views on YouTube within the month. So let's just work, guys, on getting the streams up on those two songs. Keep the momentum going. Of course, the impact is already there. It's just to have the stream going and going and going, guys. Slip and Slide, 3.7k views per hour. Saw a dip there, but I'm not concerned. I know that the views will run back up where they need to be per hour. So let's just continue supporting Masicka music on all major platforms. Keep buying and streaming, guys. Don't forget that we're approaching summer. We're getting a summer album, so we just want to keep the momentum going. We just want to be mindful of that, because of course we are super excited and cannot wait for the album to drop. So we're going to be taking a look inside of the Masicka universe to see what's happening in there, guys. As you know, when it comes to the Masicka universe, it's good to see what the fans' reaction are, what the fans are up to. So I do have some videos here I want to react to inside of the Masicka universe. First, we have Shensia. She's vibing to Hit and Run. And it was a good look on the FYP, so I wanted to play this for you guys as well. Always a classic, guys. Always a classic. Whether we want to agree to disagree, always a classic. Love it when two great artists, they come together and they create magic, and that's exactly what Hit and Run was. Two artists, they came together, they create magic, and we have such a memorable hit like Hit and Run. Definitely one of those songs where it's always in rotation. Big up to Masicka, big up to Shensia for this one. So it's good to see her vibing, having a whole vibe to the song, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Here we have another in the Masicka universe. All right, I'm gonna unshare my screen and reshare again because I just got the pop-up from StreamYard to see that your screen is going. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. Here we go. From them young, train them from them young. So this one was perfect stays JA. So vibing, with the kid in the back there. They say train them from them young. So let's train them. But train the kid in the way that they want to they want to grow. So when they're older, they're not departing. So introduce them to good music again. Some of the lyrics, highly inappropriate. However, it's a good vibe from Perfect Stay JA. And that was inside of the Masicka universe. Here we have another one by Ruba876 inside the Masicka universe.
Feel like an in the choir, not even prayer, cannot heal them, God.
Hold on.
Tell them I rapid me fire, they shot me fire, me strapping them clapping like an in the choir, not even prayer, cannot heal them, God. Them chatting some ladder when machine gun fire, blood washing skin look like when matches gun tire. Just by the strap me call that the umpire. Anytime it rise boy out, current a kick, like me strap it some wire.
All right, easy does it, guys. How can we forget current kick, guys? How can we forget Masicka in his grimiest, in his most rawest state, guys, ever? So when I saw this one today, it really brought me back down memory lane, and definitely had to share this one with you guys. So big up to Ruba876 for this one inside of the Masicka universe, guys. These are fresh drop. Here we have another one for Craving from Craving Curls as well on the Slip and Slide edition. All right, we love to see it, guys. We love to see the videos. Here we have another one here from Stock Chelsea. Here we go, Chelsea.
Yes, when they come to my name, I saw them never run like them. I rap them afraid of me a fuck. They can't tell you that. They can't step in front of me and confront me no time. When I'm looking at crowd, hey, you talk. Yes, when they come to my.
All right, love the creativity on this one. Stock Chelsea, big up to you for this one. All right, here we have Views of the People. This lady was asked who was running Dancehall. All right, who is her artist? So let's take.
What the artist right now?
Masicka, me a carry Masicka.
Masicka
to Masicka, but when Vi Cartel get all of Masicka take over. Yeah.
That you say?
Yeah.
All right, not one lie was told, didn't have to think about it, just drop it like a bomb. And of course, we are here for it. Big up to the people's views for that one, for choosing Masicka as always. Definitely when it comes to Masicka, he's the face of dancehall, right? As we keep it moving, as we keep it going. All right, not one lie was told there. All right, here we have another one from a real One Don, right? Very creative. You know how One Don do it. Tends to be very creative. Getting married to Slip and Slide, walking on the aisle is crazy. Oh my goodness. Big up to definitely big up to real One Don for that one. Always, some creative moments. We're definitely here for it. Big up to him for that video. Highly and greatly appreciated. All right, guys. I do have another one here. In the Masicka universe. Let's take a look here really quickly. Hold on, let me see. All right. All right, big up for that one. Big up to that one, guys. It's a great thing, when we can literally go to the FYP and see people doing brand new spanking videos of like for me to literally open my phone and to do a video, there has to be intention behind it. And that's why when I talk about impact, these are things that goes to show when impact is there, because believe me when I tell you guys, I've been scavenging on the internet on a day-to-day basis, and really and truly, I don't see, there's not much that sometimes I can see when it comes to certain artists and the impact that they have. I can see, all right, then the people are making different videos, or the people are interacting to the music a certain type of way. So that's why when I said that it goes further than the music goes further than the views, that's exactly what I mean. Because again, right, we want to see the fans' reaction. We want to see how the people are taking on to the music. So for me, it brings me a lot of joy and excitement when I go to the FYP page and I can see all of this excitement just unfolding as far as people posting about Masicka video, or Masicka videos, that is. All right, so we're going to slip and slide a little bit outside of the Masicka universe, and we're going to look at a story that surfaced, or I can say resurfaced. I know that you guys are familiar from the other day where, Deep Jahi came out, he sang a song and he had few words. He had few things to say regarding some issues that he has had in the music, and he came out and he sang about it. Now, there are some people that they may have mixed reaction based on what he came out to say. Some people, I heard a specific artist was saying that, he should have, in layman's term, he should have probably just keep quiet, keep it moving, just work hard or type of thing. But, we are not out here telling people how to respond when it comes to certain things. People are going to respond the way how they respond. We can either work with it or we're going to move away from it type of thing. But we cannot control people, right? We cannot control narratives, right? What we can do is we can either, share our 2 cents, based on the whole situation, or we can just keep it moving. So, before we talk about Deep Jai, I just want to let everybody know how super talented he is. Literally back in the day, I have been listening to Deep Jai, and when I heard him, and of course, it was just so much light in him that we saw. Very well, when I say we, but I mean I speak for the people overall, just so genuine, just so talented, right? So sharing your experience doesn't make you a bad person, and he shared his experience, so what? He's not going to be the first and last to share his experience. So we're going to dive deep into the video with Deep Jai. He has some thoughts, some words, specifically geared at Khago, because Khago was one of those person who ran out and he had the most to say. So let's hear what Deep Jai has to say.
Tell you this, Khago. I do you to it, It's either you rate a nigga or you don't rate him, is it? Yeah, because I see you say some things, dog. I remember say you're one of them when act like you're the rep. Zane, at no point in time, I not ball out in a song. I sing my tune. You see me? And from the start out the game, I keep in a my lane. Don't tell me about no switch up nothing. I remember I start out with no punching bag and fully bad.
Yeah, Deep Jai, believe me when I tell you that we remember how you started out. Believe me, I am one of those persons. And when I heard your melody, when I hear you sing, when I hear the positivity come out of you, I was like, this guy, he can be, one of the biggest thing in dancehall, or we can say reggae dancehall type of thing, because that you DJ and you also sing. And believe me when I tell you, super, super, super talented. So I just want to make it clear that, of course, sharing your experience does not make you a bad person. It makes you human, right? And we can reflect. We can reflect and we can speak out, right? So sometimes we are so quick to judge and we don't want to hear. So, Khago, you need to do better. You need to do better as an older musician out here. Like, I feel like you're too slack for you. When I say slack, I mean like you're too. Maybe I can use the word slack. You're too slack and you need to do better as a big man. I don't like see big man out here and them just I move a certain type of way. I just feel like say, especially when I reach certain age, you're supposed to have certain thing about you. You're supposed to have credibility. You're supposed to have principle and certain things about you as a big man. But again, age is just a number, they say, and we cannot, people get older, but they don't necessarily grow up. So maybe that's one way to look at it.
And only part of the things I start out with. He's a versatile artist, can't box me up, boy. You see me? And the next thing too. Remember when you start out, you're a Rasta. a you trim and you go say 2 some or 3 some or how much some you say. And you do all of your thing, them a man no say, bro.
Yeah, so what that means, Khago, right? Khago, there's no judgment. Nobody's out here judging you. You do whatever you want to do. There was no sense of judgment. And that's a whole part of the situation, or a whole part of the thing that I cannot seem to understand. Like, you have some artists out here, they know that they have did their dirt, and they have done their due diligence in dancehall, whether on a positive or negative scale, and you were not judged, right? And as other artists come out and they speak on their truth and they speak on things that they believe in, they're shunned, right? And I don't see where Deep Dry do anything wrong. Like, he had an experience, he sang about it, right? We're here for the musical depth. And if we can say, all right, then we are here for it, and we're here for the truth, and we're here for the musical depth, and we want to hear your story, which is a part of your artistry. I don't see anything wrong with that.
You see me? You do your thing and thing. So my time when I go on like when I give you strength, but I help them down too,
Yeah, help them down. And when you say help them down in terms of like you're bringing them down. And that's the thing, like as a grown ass man, with all of this musical experience, like you, and it's not just Khago. Like, I speak for the entire dancer, because you do have people out there who are gatekeeping, artists out there, they are gatekeeping to a whole another different level. Like, you have to understand, like, bro, like, what goes around comes around. Like, C Vibes Cartel right now, a lot of things that he's reaping in his career right now is based on some of the seeds that he sows. Like, one thing, I tell us, say one thing. But me, and in terms of like, just kind of like, I'm not an artist, obviously not, but just kind of like use myself as an example. Like, once me know something, me share it with people. That's just how I am. Like, the little women know, the little, even in my job work, overall, the little women know, me share and me bring it to people. So I'm not using that to say like it takes nothing, it takes zero out of you for you right then, help somebody else get to where they need to be, or be a light to somebody that they can literally come to me. Like, let's say, hey, somebody did XYZ and me get some help, and me get some support. I'm gonna say them things and not happen in a dancehall, but sometimes you have some people, some prominent people, them name get called up on certain things, and they make you wonder. Like, we need to out here, we need to do better. It's we can't say one music, we can't say one dancehall, we can't say one reggae, but then it's like, especially so like the grown men out here, we just make it so difficult for the younger generation, right? And I just think as older artists, or some of these older artists, they definitely need to do better.
Dog, come on, don't see pre, brother. You can't wake up no ansness pan Jaja power in you. You see me? No ansness you can't wake up on my powers. You see me? So when time you see the thing arise, you can go on like you want set fuel to fire. You see me? Don't try to do that, boy. Yeah. And don't me see I talk about car color and some style. We see them style,
Don't know if Khago is still doing music, because all I hear from Khago these days is just him being on the internet, with this guy just standing behind him like I'm bodyguard. Like, I don't know, but like, it looks so bad out here to see the artists who are supposed to be a light, or who are supposed to be a guide for these younger artists. Like, them not set no example. They're not living by no example at all, and it's just really it's really a sad thing to see. I'm gonna be completely honest.
You dep on media and I talk about car color and car. Me see a code where you deal with. You see me, dog? But just go and do your thing, bad man. Hear that? Go and do your thing, cause more time on the show on the true colors. Yeah, dog. They say there.
Yeah, make them show them true colors. Sometimes we're done, but we're not done for long. Just remember that, Deep Joy. I don't know everything that you're going through, but I would really love to see some new music from you. I would love to see you get back on, with a good team behind you, strong to push you, because I know the talent that you have, and I know that you are super, super, super talented. And to your point earlier, you are very, very, you're very versatile. You're a very versatile artist. The need to tell people, how to feel and how to, share their story is just crazy to me. overall, just zooming in on the situation. So it's about that we need to stop secretly tear down, the youths them, and look at them in a good light. So people tend to forget, conscious Deep Joy is. And again, I would love to see him come out and just create new music and just have a team behind him that really supports him. Super talented, and I wish him all the best. And I would love to see Deep Joy in the future, if not the near future, do a collab with Masicka, because I think that this is a collab, one of those collabs with, we think that we don't need that we would have needed. Deep Joy, powerful vocals, very exceptional writer, and very conscious. And I believe that him and Masicka on a track, I would love to see something like that in the near future. Right, just for people to be mindful of that, right? Mellz said that first. Deep Joy and Masicka, would love to see them on a track together. So the story didn't just stop there, people, right? I want you to check out this other video, because there was this other guy who came out, not necessarily to Deep Joy defense, but to other artists' defense in the music business, kind of like back me up a little bit based on what I was saying earlier. That dancehall needs to do better. Like the people in dancehall, they need to do better. So take a look here, guys.
Video, I think I must see yesterday I did the video. When me talk about how fuck up some big artists is in the dancehall fraternity. I'm see a whole heap of man I play about the song with Deep Joy sing. Really and truly. The Deep Joy song with the Eva, that's why I'm going to do the video. And that's why I'm going to do the video. Yo, I'm shocked me hear the man say bugle, Send you bugling 200,000 and him still getting a permit for flight.
Yeah. What if that really happened with Bugle, that's very highly disappointing. Bugle are one of those artists like back in the day. I don't know where he is right now, if he's still doing music, but definitely back in the day, definitely used to listen to him. Really had some good music there, Bugle. But if that's what happened, like that's so not cool.
But if most of you are really Deep Joy fans, you would have known when they were Bugle. In a song Motivation, him sing in the last part of the song when I pick up Elise Kelly the man. Agent Sasko, him pick up Bugle. When him say Bugle said don't stop sing greatness. And you have another song. My name Bad Man Expire. He start the second verse where him say Bugle, unity brings strength to bad mind, a man them bad mind themselves.
Yeah, man.
They are Bugle for
very conscious youth. Deep Joy. We're not even gonna pretend like he's just another wannabe. We're not even gonna pretend that. I won't even accept people come out and act like Deep Joy is not exactly who we think he is. And just to the Bugle situation, especially. If what happened really happened, because we're, allegations, we don't know how factual these things are, we're just saying. But if it really happened, highly disappointed, especially when we should be leading by example. And definitely Bugle is one of them, should be leading by example. Yes, it's true. Deep Joy was around Bugle. I remember in those days where, Deep Joy was around, Bugle for sure. So it's sad that we have to get to a place where, speaking ill against somebody or an artist. But I don't think it's necessarily more so speaking ill, but just speaking based on what's happening and how it affects others. And clearly it affects Deep Joy. That's why he had to come out and, sing his song and say whatever he had to get off of his chest. So, but sometimes we have certain artists out here very conscious, they're singing the right melodies, but their actions in real life are just far from it, type of thing. So that parts get really surprising.
For real, man. But never know a Bugle is a cup in the heart as a Rasta man. Them no smoke, them no drink, them no have pink eye, but them high head. Bumbuck Bugle say the fuck up in the heart as a Rasta man. I know me see why your career in a big because you're corrupt. And then you alone a whole heap of big artists like you in the game, but you're not pussy. And so when we see someone who's sick and dead, we can't do ball. And when we hear someone shot someone, we can't ball because you're corrupt. Enough youth bed in a bumbuckler top. Enough youth you deprive for feed them youth them. We not fuck with. And so we have our next bad artist I roll that up. You know much youth him send go kill. Because I want thief him on them song. Well, him thief him song after them sing go kill them.
I wonder who that, guys. I wonder which artists send, go unalive people for their songs. That could never just skip over our heads like that. I wonder who that is. Well, allegedly, let's just say it for him because these are serious allegations. So allegedly, I wonder which artist is sending, people out there to unalive other people for their songs,
And I sing him on them song now. Make how much money. I know deep in them hearts them saying go kill them youth and thief them song. No joke about it, You see me? So when I hear enough look young artists come out and say, yo, the artist said this, I don't feel like a lie. I don't lie them I tell. And enough more youth have stories about a lot of these said artists too and producers. But you people not gonna believe them. People gonna feel like I clout them a look.
Yeah, and that's that's the part of dancehall where I really don't tolerate. I really don't like that part of the music. Like, why can't we just all get along? Yo, I know that sometimes they say that what war is the greatest, but the music we love and the music should be the greatest of all. People, this is the side of the music I really, really don't tolerate, and I'm not happy about. Just Skinny in the building. How are you? Big up yourself, Just Skinny. How are you doing tonight? So, I get it. It's definitely a male dominating space in dancehall, but like, it grind me out here, guys.
When you feel like Jada Kingdom no bigger. When you feel like Stark Ashley no bigger. You have Climax at a Masicka baby mother. Bad lyricist girl. Sita lyrical from St. Vincent to their Jamaica. When you feel them no bigger. You have only more other female artists. Where you think them no bigger and them bad. Where you think they no bigger. Because the producer and big artists we can give them the bumbuckler exposure. Want fuck them off. Them want sexually.
Well, this is a lot to to unpack, but we have heard the stories in the music industry, not just in dancehall, but on a global scale as far as the music is concerned. Allegations we don't know what to, if that's the truth or whatnot, but we're just speaking based on what we've heard. So and we do see a lot of females, to be honest, not thriving as we would want them to. So and if that's the case, we definitely wish that things were different. And how is it that we worry about the females them so much though in a male dominating space? You realize? And this is where all the chaos is happening, in this male dominating space where we have all of these artists, most of them male. You realize less female and more male, but yet still it's such a chaotic space.
Exploit them to give them a musical career. I'll be a fuck with. You see me?
Big up yourself, Cobalt Uptown. How are you doing tonight? Cobalt Uptown, say up Mellz passing through. Big up yourself, Cobalt Uptown. Thank you for passing through tonight.
But other things, boy, a bad management or some because people corrupted and people abandon them. People are deprived them of a career. Them can't do it for them and expose them. Nah, do it. I just talk some female that come talk about the abuse where them go through. If you record a bumbuckler song. No joke about it. Enough youth. Obviously, all them youth are talented and can't bust. Because who them go around to get the exposure the realest way. I pussy them towards them. In a real life.
Yeah, it's the space seems to be so toxic. Oh my days, like it's very toxic out here.
And like me say, when you see some producer get gunshot and dead, we can't ball. When you see some artists a sick out and a maga down and a drop down and so. And because them corrupt, them heart corrupt, them body corrupt, them mind corrupt.
See a lone corruption out here. Oh my God. Lone corruption out here. So you say on tracks you're not supposed to serve for them because of the seed where them sow them a reap. Is that what you're saying?
A whole heap of youth them make hungry. And they could have bossy youth them. You see me answer? Yeah man. Big up Deep Jahi still, because if we wonder how Deep Jahi in a boss bigger. See, now we know why. And you talented the fuck,
Yep.
We born to do greatness. Greatness is the power inside.
Mm-hmm.
Always my life. Through doubts and fear in the test of times. Yeah, man. Mount of tears and me eye them ball. But them try for deprive my goal. Everybody see it and know. Everybody see it and know. Mm-hmm. Big up yourself, Deep Joy. No joke. People just know so the game corrupted. Them pussy them when the game them corrupted. No joke about it. But now like bugle, me surprised. Me no say you corrupt.
Yep, we're all out here surprised, and we got to get some light out of this whole situation. Again, most chaos. I don't know why so much chaos in the music, dominating space out here by males, and and them say woman give a problem. They say woman give a problem, but as we're seeing, on what we're seeing unfolding male dominating space, and on a serious note though, Deep Joy is a prominent source, super talented youth. We know that from day one. Just like anybody else, he's allowed to come out here and speak his truth and talk how he feels, whether he wants to express it just on a verbal, standpoint, or you want to sing about it, is up to him. And he has always bring positivity, and never heard of anyone and never had anybody here. Well, guys, I literally cannot talk tonight, but literally I've never heard anybody come out and said anything negative, about him. Again, very conscious youth. And people we know, people can pretend, but I don't see him as a problem type, and speaking his truth is something that we're definitely here for. So again, big up to Deep Joy for coming out and speaking his truth. I was wondering to myself, where has he been, and since the other day when we see him come out, with the song where him sing and out there was talking, and I was like, oh my god, like where has Deep Joy been? But now we know what's taking place. So sometime the truth needs to be told. That's exactly what needs to happen, and we can see where that took place here. All right, guys, I'm going to move into a throwback moment. I'm going to slide into a throwback moment. Here we have a throwback moment here. I'm just going to transition into this throwback moment, right? Might have done something or some things that I'm not proud of lately, allegedly. But we cannot deny the talent behind this specific artist, and this artist is no other than the one and only Beanie Man. Hold on. Just can say Malie Donn, they tell Pablo say it better or no follow Deep Joy and sing pain song. Oh really? I never know about that. Speaking of Malie Donn, you're thinking about it easy. You think him easy? The boy named Malie Donn, may I tell you. All right, so let's see this throwback moment that has to do with no other than Beanie Man himself, guys.
When Beanie Man dropped Who Am I, the energy was different. This wasn't just a hit song. It felt like dancehall was taking over everywhere. The flow, the confidence, the vibe. Everything about this track felt larger than life. And what makes it even crazier is that years later, the song still gets the same reaction whenever it plays. That's how you know a song became timeless. For a lot of people, this was one of the tracks that helped push dancehall to another level globally. And even today, the energy still feels fresh. So the question is Who Am I one of the greatest dancehall songs ever made? Let me know in the comments. This song made dance.
All right, yeah, definitely one of those key moments. Big up to Beanie Man for this one. Saw this today and I was like, oh my god, I cannot move past this. Definitely one of those moments that we are proud of. Definitely when it comes to such a big song, right? Such a big song, like
this song made dancehall feel
Yeah, it was such a big song. Sorry, guys. Such a big song. We're definitely here for it. As well. And however, we cannot diminish, his talent and his drive. Some respect. We have to put some respect on his talent. He plays a key role in dancehall, music history. So his flow and vibe is everything. So who am I? Yeah, who am I is definitely one of those nostalgic songs. Definitely can appease to growing up on these songs. And one of those greatest dancehall song ever made, if we're being completely honest. So big up to Beenie Man for this one. You may not be a Beenie Man fan, you may not be a Beenie Man lover, but if you're a lover of dancehall, if you know, right, type of thing. So big up to Beenie Man for this one. Definitely a moment. And speaking of nostalgic moments, here we have another big moment here again by no other than Bounty Killer himself, guys. Take a look at Bounty Killer. As Jazzy T call him up, right, to say hello, right, and Bounty Killer. Once there's a mic, once there's a beat, he's gonna be on that. So big up to Bounty Killer for passing through and sharing, that beautiful vibes with us.
Don't expect anything, just come and say hello. You know who this?
Yeah.
You know who this?
Bounty Killer up.
Look at my eyes, you know what to see. You know what I'm saying. I'm not your enemy. You want to learn Don't expect anything.
All right, what a moment was short-lived, but definitely a really good moment to see. It's really good to see Delano out there skinning him tea. Like I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen Delano in such a long time. He was there, Delano with the one eye patch, big up to him, as well. But it was really a good moment. Short-lived, but definitely something that we love to see here. So the sound, the voice, just timeless, 1 5-star general, 2 classic songs, definitely, we can reminisce to these songs when these songs were playing in party, but I'm still playing in party. We can sing this song word for word, right? On the top of our loans, type of thing. So this is how we separate big man from boys, in these nostalgic moments where our mind and our spirit just can really relate to this version of dancehall that we just cannot move away from, most definitely. So big up to a legend, definitely a legend. Big up to Bounty Killer for that. Voice still on point. Strong and demanding same way. So big up to the 5-star general. We love it. We love seeing what we're seeing. Big up to him and the work that he continues to do in dancehall. All right, guys, just a small intermission here. A small intermission.
Walk up on him, slap it in them face and carry on. Bust the link just to the killer, them I can't. And no pillar popping nine, med a shot in as a warm. Me travel arm, so from a simmer one for one. Head a bus, a casket, a atomic gun. This is my fort, a real boat, a rammy ban. Catch it from a little stage when it a perform. Yeah, bounce out a brain from me, say guns out. I hear my left blood out a state. KG, gun no run out of flame, boy run out of place. What them say them claim. Bust out head and lend them some fame. Pussy them a follow back, then make them game. Them group up and shoot up same way.
All right, guys. Let's keep it moving on. All right, guys. So next on that topic or on the agenda for tonight, guys. So we definitely were not in Miami, but in Guyana. So as you know it, that the Miami show was canceled, and the Vendetta fans were in a whole frenzy type of thing. But things happen and we just have to, agree to disagree or, whatever. However, we tend to see things these days. But again, we were able to catch a little highlight from the whole show in Guyana last night. And, if I'm being completely honest, not being biased, like the show was, the time was hard. Clearly, we can see that definitely a time was hard. So it rained, but fans came out and they really had a good time. And we can tell from, the crowd. So let's take a look at this video really quickly. As, of course, Alkaline himself in Guyana with with this guy on a show last night. They say give to Caesar what is due, guys, and it's just what it is. So good for dancehall fans and the culture. So a good comeback from the cancellation of the New Rule show, or we can say shows, obviously, because there were multiple shows that were cancelled. So my question is, where is Gaza in all of this? How come I don't hear from any of them? How come nobody's talking about this? When the shows were cancelled, you hear a million of them run out, but you don't hear none of them talking about the show from last night, what's going on. Or it could be that they're just waiting on a narrative, the same way that they would wait on narratives for Masicka, because that anything that Masicka does, they always tend to come out and have the most to say. So they perhaps in this case, they have nothing negative to say, so they're probably waiting to come up with a whole narrative based on the whole performance. But something good happen. Something good happens. You never hear them. That's just how the Gaza people are. And they tend to be so quiet. Why are they so quiet? Why are they so quiet? Is it because it's a Sunday evening? But anyways, guys, we're moving on because Sammy Dread was in Jamaica. And we were able to capture the moment. A true legend, and love everything about his performance. Guys, take a look. We said just skinny, said the crowd stand up on Malie Donn and Alkaline. I mean, this was just a little snippet that I saw, so I just wanted to, to play it, right? But that there are different moments. So I don't know. I haven't seen the entire show or whatnot. But it's just a clipping, just a highlight type of thing based on the show from last night.
Watch it now, watch it. Look, my brother, look what you see. It drive and run. Hey, by Babylon. And I'm on some dreadlocks. I've been breaking my country. We live at war in a Babylon. We live at war. What's your tire? Sugar man, recipe. Get a tire. What you want for it? Are you want to but he's not. Big up to the Curtis. Big up Chris. All of the entertainers in the era. Need to watch it and put up my message from my man. Watch it now, make it big up everybody. Come in and remember on here. Right? But all of the entertainers them were in your song tonight. Need to go to big up yourself. And my singer will sing about high grade. My love and like cocoa. Big up me, Beanie Man. And you don't know. Kalancha, my DJ. And you don't know. Up here, Putan.
All right, big up to Sammy Dread. Oh my goodness, guys. I wish I was there. Later, when you're old school, when you're whole soul, you're just an old soul. Love everything about this performance. Big up to Sammy Dread. Again, a true legend. He's still active and represents himself well. So loving to see the greatness coming out and just show it how it's done. Love to see the veterans them coming out and just showing us how it's supposed to be done. So can just know a moment was had. So again, big up to Sammy Dread for passing through and for such a beautiful moment that was shared. Big up to Sammy Dread. So let's see. All right. So guys, so it appears that Skipper seemed to really have gotten beaten up for real. I know that there's a lot of stories coming out in the media. People are saying yes, he get beat up. People are saying, yo, this look funny, this looks strange. It really happened. Like, how come? Like, explain to me what really happened or whatnot. There's so many different stories. So here we have a whole conversation here. Well, not a whole conversation, but a whole type of conversation here that evidence are more moving on to Skipper and Malie Donn saga to say that yes, it really did happen, and there's indeed a video. So I just wanted to share with you guys and hear you guys' thoughts on the whole situation. Hold on.
Skipper allegedly got beaten up by members affiliated with Malie Donn and the Six Camp. We have all seen the talks on social media. Listen, I have the video and I'm not releasing the full clip just yet. So make sure you follow, subscribe, and stay locked into Owen Allen Media, because when the full video drops, right, you already know where you saw it first. And let me just clear something up immediately, because I've seen people saying, right, the video doesn't exist, saying the six.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's the whole thing too. I mean, I wasn't online yesterday and I wanted to talk about this obviously, but got the opportunity to talk about it tonight. So yeah.
Six Camp is lying, saying this is all just for clout. Not no gosso. No, the video is real. The small clipping alone is proof of that, right? So plus screenshots, right? Nobody else have this footage right now, right? I'm sure when I release the video, a lot of people will see. So this is an Owen Allen Media exclusive. But before we even get into the footage itself, we have to talk about the backstory, because, this situation didn't just randomly happen right overnight.
Okay, so all right, so that makes sense. So it seemed like it has been an ongoing thing, allegedly.
According to Antoine, who is a close friend of Malie Donn, right? This all started during Jamaica Carnival. Now, everybody already saw the chaos surrounding the attack involving Jahi, Ambassador, and Jeffrey during, the Carnival season, the festivities, everything that took place at Carnival. But
so because of Carnival, everybody want them 10 get mad out. Because of Carnival, everybody just start lose their mind and get mad out, I guess.
Apparently, that wasn't the only altercation taking place, behind the scenes. According to Antoine, he was also attacked by Skipper, allegedly, by Skipper and a group, by Skipper and Skipper Entourage, right, during Carnival festivities in Kingston. So Antoine, told Malie Donn and other members of the Six Camp that, he was attacked in Kingston by Skipper and all of them. And
so hold on there. So them a play what hit and run, or them a play last lick. So Skipper attack first and what drop him guard in Miami. Like, explain how that work, bro. Skipper the fuck. Like, watch action movie. How the fuck if I leave a guard down? Like, you drop lick first and then Jaja God.
From there, the man them decided that Skipper needed to be taught a lesson. Now, whether you agree or disagree with that type of mentality, that's allegedly, what happened and the energy with the man them, or what the man them was, did a pre. So fast forward to Miami, Skipper reportedly traveled to Miami for a show, probably thinking everything was calm, everything was okay.
Yeah, Skipper, you idiot. Yo, me lose out. Like, Skipper, you out here beat up people, bro. You out here beat up people and you just gone on with your life, like is Daisy and Daffodils. Like, what the hell? Bro, you drop your guard, yo. Oh, you for drop your guard. Like, that's just crazy to me.
But Malie Donn, and others allegedly spotted Skipper in Miami at a hotel with a girl, and that's when everything went left, according to Antoine claims.
So them really beat up Skipper in front of the girl. Like, bro, I want to follow that. Judge a long run shot kid Skipper. Like, oh, you for drop a guard. Me can't get over that, Skipper. Oh, you for throw the first lick and drop a guard. Are you crazy? Anyway, you go, bro, you have to have a guard up. Are you crazy?
and what we see circulating on social media. Skipper was confronted, beaten up, and all of those other things, and everything was caught on video. Not only that, Skipper chain was taken during the altercation, and yes, I have footage kind of connected to the chain, and I'm sure you guys saw the.
Hey, Malie Donn, them not easy to, Malie Donn to take the people, take the man chain, granny chain. Like the fuck, like you take the man chain. Look, yo, give the man a proper ass whooping and take the man chain to Bombado. So you not take the trophy. Malie Donn, them seem like them a watch show, because say yo, when you analyze somebody on show or you beat them up, you take a trophy. So the man them definitely about take a trophy. Lord God, Skipper, me lose off for you, bro. Not that me they rate it like that, but me really and truly me lose off for you, because me can't see how you throw the first lick and just drop your guard, bro. And in Miami, like, all is good, all is well. Like, are you crazy?
Dependent of Skipper grandma, right? So a lot of people might have Skipper allegedly got beaten up by members.
Yeah, like, it's so definitely there's more things added, because I didn't know that it was an ongoing thing. So clearly it's been an ongoing thing. So it's an ongoing thing where, again, with the two sides, because many just things say, all right, then them just see man just beat him up for nothing at all. Like, or, maybe words were thrown over media, and then it appears they meet in a public and be like, yo, for you see me what for go on, and things really go on. So, it seems like a long run short type of situation again. Skipper, me loser for your fuck, because me can't believe so you throw the first lick and you drop a guard in a Miami. When you do that, your guard after always the up. So Skipper, you drop your guard and you got too comfortable and you get confronted. You get your ass whooped allegedly, and you lose your granny chain. Or if you lose your granny chain. So this seems to be, this seems to be some like a show business where, in a show, when I watch show. So, but don't know how dancehall, full of bad people these days though. Like, are maybe it's just a better way to put it. Like, a lot of altercation has been happening lately. So, we haven't gotten over Jeffrey and Javi situation. Then we hear about Beanie Man, and we hear about Fambo situation, Skipper and Malie Donn. Like, who's next? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on in dancehall? Like, what's going on in the music? So, a music you want in a dancehall, Me know people always say, "Oh, war is the greatest," but a music you want in a dancehall, Music is the greatest. So, too much idle behavior, guys, and we want peace, right? We want peace in the music, and we want to see some of the man them come do some prominent music. Some are come. And we probably have a handful of songs we can say, all right, then we are rock with for that summer year. We need more people out here, man. So Skipper need to slide in at the booth and make some song where people them can relate to. And we also need Malie Donn fit in the thing there, some fresh song. Some is around the corner, and we need to keep the music going. That's exactly what we need. But this whole bag of fighting thing and proving a point and this bad behavior and bad this and bad that, we need to cut it out, man. We need to cut it out and need for make some music in the studio people can really relate to right now. So that's just a piece of the story based on what's happening, guys. So, that's what, is taking place, again, regarding the whole Malie Donn and the whole Skipper situation. All right, guys. So just a moment that we never thought that we would see, guys. I literally, I was in disbelief, believe me, I tell you, because I don't know if you guys, with the whole Jeffrey and Tons Travel situation, like, it was a big thing in social media. I would say maybe about a year ago, or maybe close to a year ago, there was this big thing in social media as far as, Tons Travel and Jeffrey. It was just this big scandalous thing that was happening. People had the most to say. People were saying that, the two of them are dating, or they were like some sneaky link type of thing or whatever. But it was just big turmoil in social media. So something very strange happened today while I was scrolling through social media. I literally saw where both of them sat down in a podcast, and I was like, no effing way. But yes way, guys. Yes way. So both of them, Tons Travel and Jay Frey, they sat down for, I guess, some toxic talk. So I just want you guys to take a look. We're not, obviously the video is like 58 minutes long. We're not going to listen to the whole entire thing, but we can probably listen to maybe the first 5 to 10 minutes out of it to pick some sense out of nonsense out of it. It really goes by really quickly, but again, like, very surprising. So let's just take a look, guys, based on everything unraveling, the whole relationship, toxic talk, and what's the boat, well, maybe boat, or what Tons Travel has been up to.
Get down to it. What's up, man? How you been, man?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
See you in Portugal.
Yeah.
And all those
Get
things.
that education.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But question, it doesn't get tiring for people to think so in one relationship.
Oh, it gets so tiring.
It's like for me, guys, the conversation just start, and it's like one of the things that would the ear just wants to be clear on is, isn't it weird how people thought we were dating? So it seemed like Jay Frey is the one who is just what I want to use the word negotiating, but steer. Let's not use the word negotiate. Let's steer in the whole conversation. It seems to be him steering the whole conversation, just setting up the play, and then she just kind of like disagree, and she add her point, like you just jump right into it. Isn't it weird or people thought that we were dating? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like,
Actually, it actually pisses me off, but it's your fault.
How come?
You put a narrative that I was in love with you out there.
I never did that.
You absolutely did.
Tell me how.
Absolutely
tell me
did.
how.
And I'm so glad that the first time, guys, we haven't spoken prior to this. I'm so.
And no cares. Why you need to prove to us that you guys have not spoke prior to? I never seen nobody come on interview or sit down for a chat and I need to convince the pool or the public to say, yo, guys, we never sit down before this, and talking or whatnot and blah blah. And what if you guys did? Why we not so uptight about it, like something would have wrong if we not talk prior to? We could have talked prior to and say, listen, me fuck up, you fuck up, and if you come out and adjust the people or adjust the situation, that's fine. But I'm gonna see why I wanna try to steer we and make we have this sense of belief that, listen, hey guys, not never go on.
So glad that the first time we're actually talking about everything is on camera.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
How did I
You
put that narrative
out there?
Tell me how.
You just did. Like, you were like, you put the whole, she's in love with me, I never want her.
I never said that.
I never said he said it.
Okay.
I said he put the narrative out there.
Tell me how much.
Based on the way that you told the stories of what happened from your side, which obviously you have your side, I have my side, cool.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the narrative being spun of, oh, this girl she's crazy and she's in love with you.
All right, so let me ask you, let me counter by saying that probably what they saw was someone who they think would be in love. Because to be honest, if I was
here we must say him not agree to disagree, him not apologize for how it come off, him just use an excuse for counter charge what she's saying. Like, bro, you literally make it seem like the girl is in love with you for true and like she crazy type of thing. And versus like owning up and man up to that, you use an excuse or use a narrative to kind of like countercharge that. Telling you, toxic world really live into where some of these men are really like toxic, right? But it's a toxic talk, right? A toxic talk for real.
outsider looking in, I would be like, yo, this girl and this boy have something.
I don't think it was completely your fault, but I do think that you contributed to the creation of that narrative.
I feel
which
it.
was never a thing.
Yeah, because
then people wouldn't think we did there. I also think you also have to think about when we just met, all of our content did seem like we were a thing.
And then even the video when he come out,
all this bag of smiling, look on Jay Frey face, all of this smiling type of thing, like, oh my days. All of this smiling, all teeth and stuff for sure. Like, I guess maturity people, how it feels, how it looks. Because I mean, me could have lived my life without, in all honesty, of listen to or this had to resurface. I don't know why it need to resurface, but I could have lived my life without hearing all of this and this resurfacing. But is it that they are mature people now, maturing to a certain level, so they feel the need to come out and speak on their truth? But something is not right about this truth that's been spoken, if I'm being honest. All right. But I would say though, based on what I'm hearing so far, like things really escalated quickly. Right. It seemed like the two of them like they're in a therapy session.
Well, which was a very, very good video. When you post back, I was like, that was really funny.
If you can repost, I can repost.
So that ever affect like your love life?
In
like,
Jamaica, not in foreign, not in Portugal.
Oh.
In Portugal,
so it affect your love life here? Like what happened? Like a man say, you and Jay for you today?
Yeah.
Hmm?
I've dated like guys that love you, and then I've dated guys that hate you. And then the ones that don't like you usually think that we were a thing, but I'm always very blatantly clear that we were never.
You know, something just fishy about this, something just off. Hey, Tony, blink if you're alright, you know, girl over there. Cause you're too calm, you know, you're too calm and simmer, like Jeffrey of you know, of a popo in your side. But we not see what really a go on. Blink twice if you need help in a girl, but me just nobody can tell me say something never da go on. And from the two of them how them sit down and talk, like something just isn't right here. Like me can't see show what's happening right here.
Not remote.
But do they believe you though?
What they believe is not my business.
Yeah, because I mean, no people, no from my friends them don't believe so we never have nothing, which is
no, like literally nothing. That's what people don't. I think they think they're like believe we never there.
Literally nothing. Why you not try to convince people? Like literally nothing happened. Like people don't believe say not never happened. Literally, like why you need to convince the people them say not never happened? You need to convince because maybe something really happened, something really go down, make we really understand. And for Jeffrey, if you say, oh, my friend them, your friend them close, and if your friend them can have the whole idea, like, listen, like something not right, something off. Maybe something did have it true, but because maybe move past the whole drama. I don't know that no more probably come out and say, all right, I could just clear the ear and make the people them know or tell the people them say nothing never happened. Cause some feel about what's really taking place right now based on what's been said.
But I think we did. There was never nothing, not remotely.
I don't think they're even gonna believe this one either. You know, because people tell me say, probably you never dealt with her, but something happened.
Even when I reposted that video, some guy made a video and was like, Jeffrey, we see say you beat it, and I was like, how, like, yeah,
Oh, you beat it, Jeffrey. Watch your man look sideways. Why you unfolded? Unfold your hand. Relax yourself. Why you unfolded like that? Jaja, these people.
No, you never did anything.
No, that's true. And I remember say walkie did like you. So I like even if there was a world where I was interested, I would have done that to my friend. Cause Walkie genuinely liked you. You know, I think he still does. Who knows? But you know,
I love Walker and Talk. He's great.
So life overall, you have man now?
I'm working on it.
All right, big up yourself, Akeem Moody. Thank you for joining in on the live tonight. Big up yourself, Akeem Moody. Thank you for joining in on the live tonight. Akeem Moody said, big up yourself, Mellz. Big up yourself, Akeem Moody.
No, I'm healing. I'm trying to like.
You know the problem you heal?
You're not wrong.
You know from a know you heal.
I'm not healing.
Tons look wild though, like she's a Sagittarius. And Sagittarius woman of them wild, you know. When she's a Sagittarius. I don't think so still. I think I follow her on social media. I don't think she's a Sagittarius, but she has one of them wild side there, I think.
You don't feel like you had a problem now?
Oh no, absolutely. That's part of the healing I'm doing currently. I'm like realizing how I contributed to my own suffering. But
at least she can, she acknowledged that the fact so she have things that she need to work on. That's a good start. That's a good place to start.
That's growing up. I mean, my thing about it is when I look back at situations, I used to look back at situations and I used to be like, feel terrible about it and try to fix it and all them something. I cannot change the past. If I did something in the past, I can acknowledge the fact that I did fuckery and try not to do the fuckery again. But I feel like people want you to sit. Like when you make a mistake or when you do foolishness, then why you sit down in it for the rest of your life. And that don't make any sense. So I'm at the stage now where like I will acknowledge things I've done in the past. Even if there's a way to correct them, I will. But if it's something that I literally have no control over because I've already done it, the most I can do is make amends and move forward. Like And people hate that because they want you to look like what you're going through or what you went through.
I mean, probably is a case where people feel like, say, yeah, do your fucker, then you have this little line where you come out and say, you know what, I'm gonna change.
Well,
I'm gonna change.
They're not wrong. I did. Like 100%. I like a little. You guys know what I would do. I would put on the Uptown Boys and I'd start crying, and I will acknowledge that I was a little bit more manipulative.
Pan Jeffrey, I laughing a little wicked boy, you know. You say they a laugh. I'm gonna keep on a fix him hot.
Than I put out there. Is that the word? But
it's a safe space. It's a safe space.
No, I mean like yeah, I would like apologize because I felt like I needed to apologize, not because I actually felt sorry. And I think it's the only difference between then and now is that I genuinely am so much more comfortable in who I am, good and bad side, that I don't feel the need to apologize for it anymore or explain it anymore, right? Like if fucker happen. I try not to put myself in fucker anymore. I do think being outside of Jamaica has made a big difference because I don't have to necessarily answer to people the way that I do when I'm here. But I'm taking it one day at a time. Like I know what I've done fucker in the past. People get big, like the people that hate me for things I've done in the past that haven't unhated me, they're never going to like me. So why am I fighting with it?
So no matter what you do.
Yeah, so it's not like I'm not gonna come back on and apologize just for apologize. If I come on and apologize, it's because I genuinely feel sorry about something. It's not like a PR, let's try to save her reputation kind of thing. It's more like I genuinely feel sorry about it, and I can't say that's how I was in the past.
Okay, all right, makes sense.
Past it was PR 90% of the time.
So what's dating like in Europe?
It's awesome. I love dating in Europe. I hate dating in Jamaica. Dating in Europe is fun. The men are like seasoned, like they speak multiple languages and they like jump around Europe on the weekends. I haven't spent a cent. Like Jamaican men are cheap. Even the rich ones, they're cheap. No, they're not come for me for saying that. I'm sorry, I'm not joking. There are some rich men
that's cheap.
That are cheap. Not all Jamaican men. They're seasoned. They know their food. They like to cook. I just think because I've spent so much money on Jamaican men in the past, the difference that.
So you tell my man?
Oh, I used absolutely.
Where's that my man?
Oh my god, I don't know. I know. Yeah. With them girl, yeah. My girl say absolute. My girl say absolutely.
Because one time a girl should mind me now, I should have buy me a big deal 2 days in a row.
No, I was like spending on men. Like I was like getting custom gift baskets made and buying them like swim trunks that they would then go and post with their girls on. Like it was bad.
I mean, I think we need to talk about it though, like, you know, because you know that it's this whole Jamaican term. Like once you do something for a partner, it is said that, oh yeah, mine man type of thing. But what are you talking about? Taking care of somebody, you know, you're in a relationship, like it's supposed to be a part of, you know, you take care of each other. So like not when me hear she say a while ago tells me that she take care of, unless she probably does give with the surface of the story, then we can say, boy girl, we don't know. But based on what she say a while ago, I'm not see nothing point towards her to say, yo, she a mine man. Yeah, she met the baskets, whatever, she buy chunks and whatnot. It's just unfortunate where she was doing the wrong things for the wrong people, but me not see where that would say, oh, like, yeah, mine man type of thing. But you know, everybody look at things differently, I guess.
Lunch regularly, breakfast. This one time, and this is horrible. This one time I was linking this guy and we were hungry. Like it was late and there was nowhere to get food and we're hungry. And he's like, he really wanted a pizza. Tell me why I go home the next day and order him a pizza to his work. Like the exact pizza. He was like, why did I do that?
I mean, why you do that? Because you care, bro. And if you're dating somebody, you're talking to somebody and you're like, oh, I really wanted pizza, blah, blah, blah. It was late, it wasn't available. Like, and you order it the next day and send it to his job. If he didn't appreciate that, then that's his loss. That means that person wasn't right for you. But just, you know, sometimes we just do the wrong things, the right things for the wrong people, and that's okay, right? We live and we learn. We cannot just like shut people out or miss out an opportunity to find the right person because we were doing the wrong things we're doing the right things for the wrong people from the get-go type of thing. Those things are nice. Those things are nice. Sometimes it's just that we're doing it for the wrong people, and that's okay. And sometimes people don't appreciate that, but the right person will appreciate that. Someone will say, oh, that come off as you a mind man. Like, girl, come on.
That's love.
No, that's maybe not yam.
Yeah, that's we could say that's love, that's being care. Or maybe we not even use the word love. Maybe love is too maybe strong, but you care. And when you care about somebody, that's you do things like that. So like I'm definitely I won't say that makes you a yamed, you know. I won't say that makes you stupid or make you silly. That's just make you thoughtful.
Man.
So all right, so in Europe, them
Jeffrey just so concerned about the girl and her dating life in Europe and all of them stuff. That, bro, what the hell?
faithful too. Or when them date them start to talk to a bag of people.
So here's my thing. I don't think men in general, as a majority, are ever faithful, right? But I think.
Oh no. DL Tasha in the building. Big up yourself, DL Tasha. Thank you for joining in on the live tonight. DL Tasha said, bless up, bless up. Thank you for being here tonight. What you mean? What you mean like men are not faithful? Like, girl, where have you been? What have you been doing? Maybe the wrong men aren't. Why do I sound like a whole therapist? The fuck? But like, I don't agree with that. I just don't agree. So let's just keep it moving.
Okay, if you're born and raised in Kingston, for example, you know all the Kingston men, right? And so if you're getting born, or you know people, if you're getting born, you're more likely to find out you're getting born, right? Jamaica is that small. I'm from Jamaica. So if I'm in Portugal getting born, the likelihood that I'm going to find out about it is a lot lower. So I don't think that's just like Portuguese or foreign men are more.
But that's a silly way to look at it though. Like, Tony. That's a really bad way to look at situations though. So when you're here, no matter you get born, it's just that you're not likely to hear. So you get born because you're in Portugal and it's a lower chance of you hearing. Bro, you know how sad that is, bro? You know how sad that is if you're my little sister, bro.
Are loyal. I think the people that would be reporting back to Jamaicans about whether or not they're loyal, they wouldn't know if they're getting bunker. It's kind of like how, you know, how all the hot girls from like Mobby and St. Elizabeth would like come to Kingston and they're like the hottest thing ever, and they find some man and they're in a big relationship or whatever. They don't know they're getting bunker. They're not from town. But like, I will know they're getting
Well, there's
bunker.
a difference between man though, you know.
What do you mean?
If you are on a road runner and you come from country, may I get your transcript?
So you know if a girl is cheating?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't know if my man is cheating if I come from country.
I'll get you.
Guys, this is really a toxic talk. What am I talk about bun and this and that and rate? But I guess it's a toxic talk. So it's really, you know, a whole toxic conversation, I guess.
For man do it different, man. You don't care where you go, man. If I want your file, I get your file.
Okay, but your file is out there too. You're not a regular man. Your file
my
is
file?
Your file is out.
Bro said my file with a double take. Yes, your fucking file is out there. Why you feel like say other people file out there and yours not? Yes, your file out there.
Listen, you know what's crazy? I've heard so much things about me and how much woman me there and how much woman me talk.
You're the confession, bro, because they may same file out there. Bro, we don't give a fuck what you're out there saying. Your file out there and it out there. So we don't care where you want to fluff it up and, you know, make the records straight. We don't care about that. Your file is out there. Your file there.
All lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. Trust me. I've seen it. I've heard it.
Watch tons. All right. Believe what you want to believe. Your file is out there. Jay, your file out there. Fuck you.
Not true. Like, Missy rumors I'm a breed woman.
Oh my God.
Missy rumors say, me make girl that should pitney. Number one, I know Minister Tough, and I would never do such a thing. Okay? That's not my style. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying I would have disrespect.
You wouldn't dash your baby?
I would dash. No.
So you're saying you've never.
What, dash your baby?
Ever.
I mean, I've never gotten pregnant, so there's no way for me to dash your baby.
You've never facilitated someone dashing away a baby?
No, sir. I mean, number one, I never.
Tons open to you, bro. Open you. Oh, you know what? Keep it moving on. All right, guys. So, quite alarming, quite, shocking when I saw this video. This video came out today and I was like, oh my God, all right. Tons and Jay, a friend again. So they sat down for this whole, conversation surrounding, of course, relationship talks, maturing, migrating, dating in Europe, just a whole toxic talk, for me, type of thing. So again, just based on, the whole situation here, guys, I don't know if you guys are buying some of this story, but some of this story, I'm just not buying it. So it clearly seemed as if they were a thing, and they, there was a whole crashing out on the media. Now they are at a good place now, so they came to talk about it. But edit some part of the story. That's just how I'm viewing it based on, the whole sit down conversation. So why try so hard to convince us? We really don't care. I really don't care based on if you guys were dating, if you guys were a thing or not. So this, this happened some some time ago type of thing. So this story could have been buried. Why now? Why this conversation all of a sudden? So the talk was really toxic for real instead of the toxic corner. So, it was more, maybe some of it was some of like a confession booth. What does it mean? What does it mean in terms of like, the whole, situation type of, the whole mining man situation type of thing. We tend to look at that in the conversation earlier. So, if, again, it was just, one of those conversations that they had a sit down for, coming out to clear the air. But again, as I said, guys, we could have just leave that one in the back there. It happened quite some time ago. It was this big thing showed up on social media. However, I think that we could have, kept this one closed in, but they came out to speak their truth behind it. So again, kudos to them, and kudos to them to be able to be on green terms again, because it was really bitter. It was really a bitter situation back then for both of them, and we're, I guess, glad or surprised. I don't know if I'm first to say we're glad or we're surprised that they came and they took a whole seat together, just talking about what exactly happened or what took place. All right, guys. All right. I'm gonna let me play one song. Play us. Hold on.
Don't worry about me. Don't you worry about me, no. Them can't go and talk, me now fall and me now laugh. See them gonna worry about man pops. All of my problems were for sale. All of them soul off when me see them, me give them. The farmer heal it. Man works, no have no ceiling. I when the body marks, man not till the fire, the thing a blaze. But I see we dead enough, so me not 2 years. Run up on the thing and make we see ya who brave. Brand new year, see me no new ways. Fire, man cry through tears. Only for people that fight through years. Me fail and come again, find new year. Before your big people not too here, man. Plant the seed and watch the tree grow. Them never know see that the fruit bear, man. Walk the walk all when me shoes steer. Swear say me never beg a man a new beer. You say me have a bus with nuclear. Them want kill up the car you steer. Touch the road, bring it to a food chair. You see that you here. Them can't go and talk, me now fall and me now laugh. See them gonna worry about man pops. All of my problems were for sale. All of them soul off when me see them, me give them. The farmer heal it. Man works, no have no ceiling. I when the body marks, man not drill it. Just do what you want, do your world. Me not cuss, man just say the journey be rough. Then make you rough, just spare me life. Everything I get crushed. Ashes to ashes, no you get dust, man. Man smart, so me put the gun crop. Me no joker, me no bluff. When me tell you say me want money no. Remember me tell you say me want money no. This year, no graveyard, no handcuff. Prepare to shut this down, me anxious. Tell you say me ready from me a 1+. The world a wait, me run up and just take what is mine, no beg, never trust. Dog them have the thing lock, never rust. In case them want to turn the flame on us. Success is a must, yeah, hear me. Them can't hold me back now. Them could hold me down for long.
Now me know me strong. Fire in the rain. Them can't hold me back now. Them could hold me down for long. Now me know me strong.
Them can't go and talk, me now fall and me now laugh. Sit down and worry about man pops. All of my problems were for sale. All of them soul up when me see them, me give them. The farmer healing. Man works, no have no ceiling. And when they go, them a rocks, man, I kill them.
All right, guys. All right, all right. All our problems are for sale, guys. I've been talking on mute for the past maybe like 10 seconds. I'm so sorry. But big ups to everybody passing through tonight, guys. All our problems are for sale. All our problems are for sale. Big up to everybody, guys. We're gonna call it a night for tonight, guys. Big up to everybody for passing through, just joining in on the conversation with us tonight on the topics that we had to discuss. Big up to everybody for being here tonight. Just Skinny, big up yourself. Thank you so much for being here tonight. DL Tacha, big up yourself. Thank you for joining in on the live for tonight. Akeem, thank you for being here. Akeem, big up yourself. Cobalt Uptown, thank you for passing through. One Side Place, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. The White Tailor, big up yourself. Thank you for passing through. Guys, this has been wonderful. It has been great. Thank you guys for being here tonight. And I will definitely see you guys in the next one. Big up on yourself, guys. Bye.